Dave Weiss here with the Glue Bomb Show. Well, I started working on Snoopy's race car. And as you can see, it's coming out pretty well, all in all. Did a little bit of weathering on the louvers up here in the front, just to kind of make them stand out a little bit. Basically, I just kind of wanted to show you the inner workings of this. As you see back here, the first thing they have you do is install this metal strip here. This is the contact for the battery, and then there's a second one that's up here in the front of the car as well. And basically all that does is it makes it that the batteries work. We have the batteries installed. The little motor is installed. And you notice this wheel back here, over here, has a gear on it. And there's a gear that comes off the motor. And all you have to do to start it is just and to stop it, you just stop the wheel. So that's what you got. Also back here, if you'll notice, there's a worm gear, and that worm gear is what is used to make Snoopy's head turn. So that's where I'm at with this so far. I'll show you the finished product next. And here we have the final product. Snoopy and his Bugatti, or Snoopy and his classic race car. You notice the wheels are turning, the head moves back and forth. There's a little worm gear back here that runs off the back axle, and it's attached to a cam, which makes his head move back and forth. Really great. And when you want to stop it, all you got to do is stop that wheel, and you're good to go. It is just sitting on the base. That's sort of how it's supposed to be. I suppose you could glue it down, but the idea behind this is if you wanted to, you could run it across your floor. I probably won't be doing that, but I got to tell you, this would be a fun kit to do with a kid. Now, I did a little bit of painting on it. I painted the base gray, and I did some painting on the car body to try and weather it a little bit. I painted the seat, and I painted the helmet here. Honestly, the only thing I really would have had to paint was the eyes and the mouth. Other than that, you could have built this straight out of the box and had a great time with it. It goes together like a dream. I was going to do some seam work on the helmet and the head just to kind of clean it up a little bit, but you don't need it. It looks good. The reason I didn't do it was because the construction that goes on to move the head around, there's a piece that needs to go up in there, and the head needs to be put together around it. I'm sure I could have done it, but I was happy with the results, so I just left it go. All in all, this was a really fun kit, really nice. All in all, everything went together flawlessly. It is beautiful. It looks great. This is really a classic kit. I had a good time with it. The only thing I was really concerned about was the stickers. Now, I thought they would look pretty bad, but I got to tell you, they actually lay down really nice and they look good. About the only thing I will say is when you're putting them down, align them carefully, because once they're down, they're pretty much down. They don't slide around like a water slide does, but that's a small price to pay. I think you can see that the Snoopy logo here might be a little too far back, but overall, I'm happy with this build. This was fun. Fairly inexpensive, fairly easy to put together. It would be a great build to do with a kid. It'd be a great build to do if you've been building some crazy difficult stuff and you just want to do something fun. This is fun, and that's good because model building is supposed to be fun. Had a great time with this kit. I think you will too. Pick it up. It looks great on your shelf. Take care. Bye-bye. Last things while I thought of it. First of all, throughout the instructions on this kit, they recommend you lubricate some of the gears and things like that. And I was curious what to use to lubricate them, and I got a hold of the folks in Atlantis, and they got back to me almost right away and told me something like Vaseline will work just fine, and so that's what I used. And it worked really well. So when you read the instructions, that's something you should think about. Just a little bit of Vaseline just rubbed on with your finger is fine. It works great. Also, I just wanted to ask you that if you like these videos, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course, share them with your friends. Take care, guys. Have fun.